If we want to make the healthcare system better, we need to talk about money. Oftentimes in medical school residency and in academia, it feels almost sinful to talk about money. But paradoxically, at the same time, people are willing to talk about how evil insurance companies are and about how big companies and big pharma are extorting patients and exploiting doctors. My perhaps somewhat controversial opinion is that we can't have it both ways. We can't refuse to talk about money and then get mad when people who do talk about money are taking advantage of us. During my master's degree, I got to work at a federally qualified community healthcare center for a while. And one of the things that stood out to me was that they were able to help people because they looked at the economic model of healthcare and found something better that they could do to help more people. Another example is how I worked as a medical admissions consultant and MCAT teacher for almost a decade for a large company that was charging multifold what I charge now as CEO of my own consulting company, and I made a lot less money. That's a great example. Clients that I worked with were paying more money, and I was making less money because I was unwilling to think about how to manage that flow of money. With that second example, I've been able to create a marketing funnel where I give free advice that would cost people a lot of money to access. I can have time to do that and spread good information to people who otherwise wouldn't be able to access it because I was able to build an economically sustainable business to support myself and my family. Because I've been able to do that, I can hire people and do medical admissions consulting in an ethical, values-aligned way. Things that made me so angry when I was a pre-med, seeing how the admissions process makes people less authentic, less purposeful, and more anxious. I'm able to make a difference in that for the people that I work with, and I think that's really awesome. Getting back to the point though, people are angry because healthcare systems and companies and hospitals and CEOs and insurance companies have the power and make the decisions. What would it be like if all of us thought about money, if all of us thought about business, if all of us thought about how do we build financially and economically sustainable systems for taking care of patients in a way that we think they should be taken care of? We need to get past the stigma and the discomfort of talking about money as a profession. We need to stop being victims and start building systems that allow us to make healthcare a space that is healing. I'm interested in hearing what you think though. Please leave a comment and let's have a conversation.